Today we're going to start, we're going to show you how to find the surface area of a cylinder, but I know that it appears that we're going pretty quickly for my class here, so I'm sure those people at home are having a little bit of trouble. So not trouble, but time to get to everything that I've sent. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cover the surface area of a cylinder, but then that's all I'm going to do new this week. The next two Zooms, the next two lessons on Thursday and Friday, I'm going to go back into the last two packets and pick up questions from the class. So if you want to mark anything or text me any questions that you might have, feel free to do that. I am not going to post anything new. There will be a Zoom on Thursday and there will be a Zoom on Friday, but it will be a review over the last two packets. So here we go. Can you see it, Naomi?
I'm back here.
You can come up here unless you guys have a problem sitting together. Okay, the best thing that I can tell you about any of the tests, Josh went out and back in. Okay, the good thing, I know that math is scary to most of you and it's difficult to catch everything, but one thing that you can hang on to, okay guys, is that on the test you will have the formula sheet, okay? And this formula, find it on your formula sheet so you'll know where to look. You look at surface area, it's kind of in the middle, and then scoot over from the cylinder. There are two formulas. There's one for the volume and there's one for the surface area, okay? Make sure that you make yourself as familiar with this formula chart as you can, because
I like it because now I understand it, because when I used to do my test, the last subject, I couldn't understand that.
yeah, the formula sheet,
I was like stuck, so like, I don't understand.
yeah, it's not going to be useful at all unless you use it continuously in your practice. And that's why I keep telling you, get it out, get it out. I see a lot of people are highlighting, you know, now understand that you won't be able to take your formula sheet. They will give you a clean one, but if you have used it over and over and over again, you relax a little bit more and you know where the things are and you know you can find, it's almost finding answers because it's a pattern and all you have to do is plug in numbers. So my big job here is to explain to you the letters and what they mean so that you know which thing to plug in, okay? And so that's what we're going to do today with the surface area of the cylinder. This is the formula that they give you on your formula chart towards the center of the formula chart. Here's our first problem that we're going to work together using this. So we found out as we look through here, the 2, we know we're going to use a 2. The pi, what we're going to do is decide, looking at the instructions, whether we're going to use 3.14 or we're going to use the pi button. Only use 3.14 or 22/7 if they tell you to do that in the instructions. If there's nothing in the instructions about what to do, then use the pi button that is on your calculator because that gives you the most accurate answer. Everybody good? Hi, Josh. You having trouble staying in?
Yeah, it booted me out, but I'm back.
Okay. I've got to change this back again. Let me see how I do this. All I'm doing is trying to get trying to make my picture big again. Okay, let's do this. Good. There we go. All right. Okay. Glad you're back. Okay. So what I was saying is whenever you write down your formula, and remember I've always told you, whatever problem you're working on, write down the formula first. Then plug in numbers, and that way you'll be less likely to leave something out. Okay, because you plug it in right underneath so that you don't miss anything. Now, again, we were talking about the tool and the tools there. The pi, I told you to use the pi button unless the instructions tell you otherwise. I think in these worksheets, they always tell you to use 3.14. So that's what we'll do today. The R, tell me what the R stands for. Radius, good. And the radius is halfway across. They will give you a problem where they'll give you the diameter. Pay close attention. If they give you the diameter, you are going to have to divide it by 2 to get the radius. Don't use the number because they just put it there. Everybody? Okay. So R is the radius. H in this case, we don't get confused like we did yesterday on the triangular prisms because there's only one H in this problem, and that will be the height of the prism. Okay, easy enough, right? And then again, plus, be sure it's plus, not times. A 2 again, the pi again, and the radius again, but we're going to square the radius this time. Okay, and you guys know where the squared button is on your calculator by now. Yes? So here we go. We're just going to plug in numbers. So surface area. This is how we're going to work it. Surface area equals the 2. When things are crammed together, it's times. Our instructions told us 3.14 times the radius. In this picture, they did give us the radius, so we're going to use the number 3 times the height, which is 8. And then it's plus, you guys. Be sure that you don't just keep on going times, times, times. And so we're here, the 2 times, again, 3.14 times 3 squared. Almost ran out of room. Yes. However, we are blessed with a calculator. Okay. So underneath here, it might help you to underline this because this is all times and this is all times. Okay. Now, your calculator is just pretty cool and it will do the whole thing if you put it in there. But if you do the order of operations, then we're going to have to do exponents first. So we have 9 times 3.14 times 2 plus 2 times 3.14 times 3 times 8. Okay, I'm doing the order of operations. You guys can put it in if you're very careful. You can put the whole thing in your calculator. So by the time I get to the bottom, we should have the same answer. So I'm going to do multiply left to right. I have 6.28 times 3 times 8 plus 2 times 3 point. Let's do that one too. Just okay. 6.28 times 9. Okay? And then the next thing, if we're using our order of operations in order, then we do this and this one. Okay? So 6.28 times 3 is 24, 8, 18, 1884 times 8 plus, let's do this, 72, 25, 56, Am I correct? You guys need to check that one. 6.28 times 9. Okay. Okay, and we have another multiply here. Surface area. Hope we're still on the board. 32, 64, 67, 60, 77. Yes, 150.72. Be sure and check me, okay? I don't care if you call me on it. That would be a good thing. And then the last thing we have to do is add these together. And so somebody just told me the answer, and that's good. Tell me again.
213.24.
213.24. And then what do we use for units?
The 2.
Inches squared. Yes. Now, yesterday, I found out that I need to be sure and tell you they may have inches squared, which is the common way to put your units, but it may have square, like this, square inches. Instead of the 2, they'll write out the word square. Okay, or they may spell the entire word square inches. All of these mean the same thing, okay, guys? So don't be thrown by this. Okay, and so this would be the surface area of a cylinder. You have to be careful where to put the numbers, but you really don't have to struggle.
I just did the whole number.
And it came out the same?
I did the whole number, and then I add that first one and the second one at the last, and then this one.
But we came out with the same, right? Don't you love the calculator and our formula chart? Yes. Now, I did the steps, but it's fine. There is nothing wrong with doing it, the whole thing in the calculator, okay? Just be careful with what you do, okay? And it was good that some of you did the whole thing, and then I did the steps, and we came out with the same thing, okay? Just keep your brain on, but it's like you don't have to struggle here. Good? Okay, we're going to do one more. And then I'm going to answer any questions that you might have from yesterday if you want them done up here. Or we'll stop the video and answer questions individually, whatever you choose. We're going to do one more example. Okay? Say that again.
This is what you guys went over yesterday?
No, this is the only new thing she said that she's doing, and she's gonna do reviews.
And then the rest of the week, I'm not going to do anything new. I did something new on Monday, something new on Tuesday.
What was it? That's what I'm asking.
They're on the, okay?
Can I take a picture of that real fast? And then so I can write it down.
Do you want to just, yeah, you're going to take a picture of it? That's a really good idea. And that way we can move on. All of you are thinking. Have you got your picture?
Yes.
Do you want me to take a picture for you?
Yeah.
And then we'll,
send it to
I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
That way we can go ahead and move on.
Yeah, you can send it to
This one?
us. Yeah.
All of you?
Yes.
Silly birds.
No, I gotta learn your steps.
Okay, that's fine. It's the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay,
Okay.
here we go. We're going to find the surface area of one more cylinder.
They do. That's right, that's right.
Okay, here we go. still. Okay, I'm going to give you a head start filling out. Sorry, Josh. There you go. They're miles. They're miles.
Is that an 8?
It is an 8. This is 8 miles. This is 17 miles. Hi, Vanessa. We're doing surface area of cylinders.
What's in the bottom?
8 miles.
17 miles.
17 miles, 8 miles. Giving you a head start. I want you to decide all the numbers that you're going to be putting in underneath the formula. Remember, your best practice is to write the formula first. Then, in the next step, plug in the numbers. We're going to assume that this instructions told you to use 3.14 for pi. So I want you to get those plugged in, do a head start. Go ahead and find the answer if you want. I'm going to combine some steps in our Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. Did all of you catch that they gave you the diameter here?
Yes.
So the radius is only from here to here. So you're going to have to use 4 miles for the radius. You use the radius in 2 different places. Questions about what's on the board?
Yeah, how did you get out?
I took a picture.
You did what?
I took a picture of it.
Okay. What was your question?
I was gonna say, didn't understand how we got, well, the main answer, but the problem solved.
As I go through the steps.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we did the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I did, I went through there and I said, I don't see any parentheses. The next one stands for exponents. So I looked all the way through here. I found an exponent, so I definitely had to do this.
Okay.
Okay. And so 4 squared is 16. But at the same time, I knew that I could do multiply because that comes next. Multiply or divide, whichever one comes first. And so in this set, before the plus sign, I said, okay, I'll do the multiply here because that's the leftmost in this one. And this is the leftmost. Like I said, I skipped some steps, okay? So I went from the exponents straight to the multiplies. The one that I underlined is 2 times 3.14. That gave me 6.28. This one gave me 6.28 times the 16 that I had already done. And then from there, I kept trying to do the multiplication left to right. So when I did the 6.28 times 4, I got this. Okay? And 6.28 times 16, I got that.
Okay.
I still had some multiply. That's why I underlined this one, got this answer, and then all I had left was a plus. I only had to add this with this, okay? Again, Rachel, you can do the entire thing. If you're very careful, you can do the entire thing in your calculator all at once. Just be careful as you punch it in, okay? And if you have a problem like this and it has parentheses in it, and you're going to do the whole thing, put your parentheses where it is, okay? Because the parentheses will make a difference if you're not going to do step by step. Everybody understand? Did everybody get this answer? Oh my gosh, are you guys going to start teaching class? Y'all are doing so well. Right? Okay. Okay. So, if you want to take a picture of this, did anybody that needs a picture of it? Did you already?
No.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't like to get it somewhere.
No, it would be fine. You can do that too. Mm-hmm. Josh, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Okay, so you've got what you need off the board because I told them today it's going to be relatively short. I don't want to bog you guys down with a lot of stuff. Next week, we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I got it.
Do what?
I said, yeah, I got it all written now.
Good, good, good. Next week, I'm going to talk to you about the surface area of spheres and hemispheres, that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to start that this week. Again, repeating, on Thursday and Friday, our Zooms are going to contain review from the last 2 packets that I've sent you. So there are some things that we've discovered that I need to teach you little pieces that will help you do some of these problems. So we're both going to answer questions that you got as you went through your practice sheets. And then we are also going to hit on some stuff that I saw that you need to learn. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm finished for today, Josh.
Oh, really?
All right. We'll see you
All right,
tomorrow,
I'll start.
okay?
All right, I'll do some of my practice sheets.
That's good. Be sure and send me pictures so I can give you credit, okay?
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later.